So I'm back and it's time to talk. We can start by me not showing everything. I'm actually gonna put a blanket just in case something's showing because we don't want any of that. I don't know where to begin, but I'm so glad to be back and it feels amazing to finally sit here and look in the camera and talk to you guys about why I've been gone and everything that's happened in real life and on Instagram. All my followers that stuck by me and all your DMs and all your messages, it really means a lot that you guys still haven't forgotten and care to follow me in my journey. It really is humbling to know that. Let me just introduce myself again because there might be new people watching that don't know. I am King Batty. This is my channel. I started on Instagram in doing makeup in 2016, experimenting 2016 and uploading pictures and looks and stuff, and then I started YouTube in 2018 and I did that for like 2 months, and then I was so consistent with it, and then it just wasn't working, like it wasn't fitting into my everyday to day life, and then a bunch of things happened, but I'll explain all that in the video. So I've been gone for over a year and a lot has changed, a lot has happened, and I'm ready to lay it all out on the table.
Just like fire.
Anyway, oh, by the way guys, this was my Christmas gift to myself that I gave for my new room, which I'll explain. But I think it fits me, right? When I first thought about a neon sign, I thought about putting it in the beauty room, but it just doesn't fit in the frame because the vanities behind me and all that, which is also something new that I will talk to you guys about. Everything's new. I love it. 2020 vibes. Entonces, what happened? To get technical, I left in August of 2018 when I stopped doing social media, like all social media, like Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, YouTube, all of it. Either I'm all in or I'm all out, and it was one of those things like I want to dedicate my life to this, but it's like it just wasn't working in my everyday, my life, my real life was not organized to how it is now, that I can do this and it could be a hobby until it becomes serious and it feels comfortable, it's fun, it's not like I'm drowning, it's like a struggle, like I can't breathe, you know. But I had to prioritize certain things before I could get to this place, other than other life things happened in between. I'm gonna just go in chronological order of everything that happened while in the year that I was gone. So just to catch up, like we're in my room, we're having tea, you know, we're enjoying each other's company, and I didn't feel right to just jump into a tutorial and start doing my makeup. Like that's penetration without foreplay, bitch. Like we need to like get to know each other again, catch up. I don't want to get in too deep with these subjects because I'm gonna get into more specific, like with story times and other videos, because each one has like, it's deep, you know, and there's more to it. So I'm just gonna touch on certain little chapters that happened while I was gone. First thing that happened after I left was actually, this isn't the reason why I left. I just want to make that clear because I don't want anyone to get any ideas. In August in 2018, I had a big falling out with a close friend of mine. You guys may know this or may not know this. In the time period that I had stopped in August, for people that follow me on Instagram, you might have noticed some weird posts that I would have made. Shit went down, it hit the fan, things went all the way left. To be completely honest with you, it was not like any other falling out that I've had with anyone. Like this was abnormal, this was like telenovela, this was not like something that happens to you every other day. Like this was like another extreme that I cannot even, you will not even comprehend even if I told you. And for legal reasons, I'm not gonna even explain the whole thing in my story time because I just don't want to go that dark. But basically, what had happened was I had found proof that I was betrayed.
Do you want me to bring the receipts? Do I need to bring the receipts, baby girl? Because I got receipts.
I'm someone that when I ride with you, it's to the end. So when I found out, I was just in complete rage. Like, I was just in a complete rage. Like, I couldn't fathom something like that. Like, how deep it was. And to be honest, it took me a while to get in the mentality that I'm in now and the space that I'm in. Now I can talk about it and I can feel neutral about it and talk about it like in a more of a way that could help others go through the same issue that they might be going through right now. But when I was in the moment, it was just so much rage, so much drama, so many things happened. And it was an inner circle of ours, and other people were involved, and other people took different sides, and it was just a lot of different things happening. For a while, I think that affected me also, that I didn't want to socialize with anyone. I stopped going out as much. I stopped making new friends. Now I'm in a better place that I want new friends. I want new connections. I want new memories. I want to start going out more. I haven't gone out since I've been gone that much. It really did crush me, and I am someone that I cannot move on until I find resolution for myself, because that's what I deserve. So I had a confrontation with her and I got what I needed. Anyways, that's a completely whole different book. Like, that's a whole other video. After that, I decided to focus on myself and decide to distract my mind, because it was just so much. It was so much that I decided to focus and get my license in something that I don't want to express yet, because everything is very public. I started studying for this really big license that I wanted to get for me and for my parents. You know, your parents always want you to have, I don't know how many certificates and degrees, especially Latino parents. And you know, state licenses are really hard to get, bitch. And so I studied it from September every day, bitch. Like, I would come from work, right? I would come from work, I get home let's say if I close this, I get home at 11 something, and I would study until 3 in the morning, right? And then I would write little, what's that called? Little index cards, and I would take them to work and study them while I was at work. That's how much I was studying for. So then from September and then in November, I went to the state to take the test, and then I failed it the first time. So then I took it the second time, 4 days later after I took it the first time, and then I passed that shit. I was so relieved and happy that something good finally happened after so much darkness that I went through. It was just so evil what people could make up. I couldn't believe it. I hadn't told my family that I was studying for that license until I got it. So then when I got it, I printed the whole certificate out. I framed it. I gave it to my dad as a present. I was so proud of myself, because it's such a hard license to get. You need to know so much information and just memorize everything, and it's over 100 questions, and it's 3 hours. It's legit, bitch, and there's no way out of it. There's no way to cheat. There's cameras everywhere. You can't take anything in. There's no way to get past. You have to know it. You have to know it. Which is another reason why I wanted to get the license, because that semester I wasn't able to get into the university. I was in the university, but I couldn't get into that semester or the summer semester, because something happened with my financial aid that I guess after you turn a certain age or something. I just know with my situation, I wasn't eligible for financial aid anymore. They took it away from me. And my grades were fine, because I was only taking one class a semester, because I had 2 jobs and I was doing YouTube. And I started university again, then tried to work what I got my license in, plus my other 2 jobs. There was no way that I could make up time for YouTube as much as I wanted to. I always wanted to come back, but I wanted to come back and come back, that I can breathe, that it's like I'm organized, that I don't have so much going on. You know, I heard something, Oprah said something, and I completely felt that. It's recording, right? Yeah. You can have everything, you just can't have everything at once, which is what happened with me. Like, I felt like, well, so many people have everything. Like Jennifer Lopez, bitch. That bitch does everything. She has clothing lines, perfumes. She dances, sings, has shows. She had everything. So I was like, what? I'm not J-Lo, but I'm King Batty, so why can't I do everything? But it's just not, you cannot all do it at once. Everything has to have a phase and a time and place. So I really was so focused on organizing my day-to-day life, my real life. Sometimes, bitch, I wish. You guys don't know, if you're really young and you're 16 or 14, 15, whatever it is, and you're starting in this game young, and you're, you know, going to school, coming home, doing videos and this, that's like the best age to start. Because once you're older, I just turned 24. So I actually did this because I'm on my way to, I have to go to brunch with my girls. But when you're older and you're like an adult, you're a young adult, you have other responsibilities and other things to take care of and other priorities. And then another thing is, like, this isn't that easy to explain to people. Like, oh, what do you want to do? Oh, social media. What do you mean? YouTube. What do you mean? I'm like, why do I have to explain myself? Like, not everyone understands, especially older people. They don't get it. So it's kind of, it's not as cute as when you're 16. You're like, oh, I'm doing YouTube videos. Nah, bitch, I'm 24 and I'm doing YouTube videos. But I understand it. Then, thank Jesus, I get another good news. Your bitch was promoted at my job. I got a promotion. Thank God. My boss actually came to me, and I guess she saw something in me and wanted to give me an opportunity to grow in the company that I'm in. So I didn't have to work 2 jobs anymore to complete my, I wouldn't even get 30 hours, but so I left one job and I stayed at the one I got promoted at. I like stability. Like, I need to have stability in my life. So just knowing that I would get those 40 hours a week and I don't have to worry about like how much I'm gonna get in my paycheck and all of that. So that was just like amazing news. Like, I was so grateful to her for giving me that opportunity and that chance to grow and better my life, you know. So now, bitch, you see what happens when you focus on yourself. You get a friggin' license, you get promoted, and good things keep happening. When you're not doing people dirty, you dirty. April, when I got promoted to being a manager, and I'm working in the field of the license that I got. I'm going to work 40 hours a week. I have the university, so it's a lot going on. In June, I always go on a trip with my dad for Father's Day, and every year we always go somewhere new. So in June, we decided to take a cruise to Europe. Guys, you don't understand lo mango que hay en Europa. No entiendes. And if you think that I didn't vlog that shit, bitch, you got me up. I recorded the trip. It's just that something happened later last year that I haven't found the little SD cards. I don't know where they are. I have to find them. But I have a bunch of videos on my phone, like from snaps and stuff, that I can always do a story time too. So I'm probably gonna do one of those also. Show you guys everything that I saw and everywhere we went. And it's just so amazing. Everyone was super nice. You know, the boat was mostly British people, because the boat left from England and then went to how many places? We went to Estonia, Germany, Denmark, Belgium, Russia. We went to Morocco. We're so blessed that we're able to do it, my dad. I've seen so many amazing, beautiful places because I've always traveled with him. So we were gone for like almost a month. When I came back, I had to turn in my car because it was a lease. So I knew, you see, organization, that since I didn't want a monthly car payment anymore, especially now that I got promoted to being a manager, why would I increase my salary to then increase my expenses? So then I wanted to decrease my expenses. I just bought a car, and it's just so much better, at least for now, you know. Later, when you have money, you can afford a lease, but for right now, for 2 years, it's fine. So you guys will meet Ruby. I'm planning to do vlogs in the car. I'm gonna do shopping and, like, you know, fast food drive-through vlogs and stuff like that. Fun stuff. All of this time, I'm trying to plan a way to come back to YouTube. There's never been a time. My dad and I had an idea that I could move into a bigger room, that it could be my room and my beauty room at the same time. So that's exactly what I started doing. The room had so much stuff, so many things that I also recorded because, you know, I have that saved in my computer, which I can show you guys. Alright guys, so this is gonna be the room that I'm moving into. But let me tell y'all, y'all ain't ready for what y'all about to see. The room has stuff talked about him because, you know, another thing, fun fact, my dad's a hoarder. I love him anyways, but that's just one of his things. He can't let go of stuff. So I had to take all of those things out. This is where I do my makeup right now. All the pictures y'all seen on Instagram, this is where I've been doing it. You wanna see where I've been doing it? I'm gonna show you. Here, bitch. This little setup I got right in this little corner. These little 2 inches of space. This is where all the magic happens. I got my lights, all my makeup. Yes, it's a mess. But it's part of the process. So I wanted y'all to see how everything looks before. And I got this backdrop, you know, so it won't see all of the shit that I got behind it. Like, I can't breathe. Look at this shit. Like I can't. Like no puedo. Like it's too much con demasiado. Like, cover the holes, paint the walls, decorate the room, put new curtains in the room, new studio setup, the vanity, the table, paint all of that, build the mirror. That mirror is custom made. Thank you to my dear friend, my booger. Her dad was able to make me that vanity, thank God. That's something I've always dreamed about. I'm putting all of this effort to get the room ready so I can come back. So many accomplishments to tell you guys about, and having everything all ready and perfect, and in reality is never a perfect time. When I finally was almost ready to get the room done and start filming again for my YouTube channel. A lot of people don't know this. My house caught fire and the whole half of the house went up in flames. 2 weeks before Thanksgiving, it has been the most traumatizing thing that I've ever had to endure or go through. It completely broke my heart. Because that's something that, like, that's your home. Like, you come to that every day. That's where I grew up. Like, since I was little, like, I was 2 years old in that house. Like, to see it up in literal flames and fire. It felt like we were living a nightmare. Like, you could not process something like that. How can you imagine all of your belongings in ashes? I work in retail. Managers usually have floor sets once a month, and it just so happened that the day of the fire, we have floor sets. We have to change the visuals of the store, whatever. You have to wake up at 5 in the morning. So that day was one of those days. I was at work. I got a call at work at like 10 in the morning from a family member of mine. Oh, where are you? And I say, I'm at work. Is everything okay? She's like, no. I'm like, what do you mean? She goes, half of your house is gone. Thank God my dad was at work, I was at work. Our front door neighbor called the police. The firefighters came. They were able to extinguish the fire. They had to bust down the doors. The fire, I guess, had been going for so long that it had completely... The fire started in the garage. my new room that I had set up, my beauty room, my bed, everything that I had painted, everything that I bought was on top of the garage. So the garage is here, my room is here. So the fire went up from the garage to my room. Like, God is so good. Thank God that my dad wasn't in the house, I wasn't in the house. If I would have been sleeping in that room, when I got to the house, my room was completely full of smoke. Like, the walls were black. So everything in the garage was completely gone, melted. My curtains were all melted. The only thing that I could think about, well, I got that call at work, was all of my equipment, all of my cameras, all of my makeup, everything that I had in my studio. You know, that equipment is super expensive. Like, I'd rather my bed burn. That equipment is super expensive, especially that I had planned all of that to come back. And let me tell you something, guys. I'm gonna confess to you something. I was so angry at God for that moment. And I feel so ashamed about it now, because it's like, sometimes horrible things have to happen for a huge breakthrough to come. In the moment, I couldn't. There was no way that I could see anything good happen from that. Like, it was just impossible. Like, how could you tell me my house has to go up in flames, and what's gonna come about that? I would just talk to God and I would say, I don't know why you're doing this, but please tell me why. Please show me why. Please explain to me, because I cannot believe it. I cannot believe it. I cannot believe it. Do you not want me to continue with this? Do you want me to quit? Like, what is it that you want from me? What, like, driving myself insane. I'll put up some pictures or videos here for you guys to see. I wasn't planning on going too deep into it, but since we're already here, bitch, we might as well, because I want to show you guys the new house, and I want to show you new things, and I want to show you current things that are going to happen, and I don't want to keep reliving the past anymore. It's a new year, it's a fresh start. I'm so done sticking to the storyline. I'm over it. So I got home as soon as I could from work, and firefighters, police, the news channels, everyone was at my house. My family, friends, tenants of ours, the whole block. My legs were so shaken. I was walking towards the house so devastated, como se dice vencido, como conquered, like here, have me, like walking up to the entrance of the house and just pushing it, because it's completely busted. Everything's broken. Everything in the house was broken. You could see tracks of the firefighters looking for survivors in the house, because there's certain things that I would not have left in my room like that, or I would not have left in the bathroom like that. Like, the curtains falling in the bathtub, my closet open, the fingerprints on the walls, things thrown on the floor. And I really want to thank those firefighters and all the firefighters in general out there. Like, I think people don't understand how dangerous that could be and how fast fire destroys everything. I wish I could meet those firefighters today. But it's something that I'll always be grateful for. There's no words that can ever repay them. Luckily, they were able to stop the fire on time, and thank God, bitch, thank God they saved my room, the equipment, the studio. Everything was full of ashes, but it doesn't matter. The only thing that burned were the windows were broken, and the curtain was on fire. But the expensive stuff, thank God they didn't break any of the lights or the cameras. Oh my God, I'm so depressed just thinking about literally having to do everything again, buying all the equipment. That's so expensive. The fire was so strong that it completely melted off the entire ceiling of the garage and started to go up to my room. So when you look up from the garage, you don't see a ceiling. What you see is the floor of my room. We're really lucky and we're really blessed that we had another property not too far. My grandmother's house that she left after she passed away, which was supposed to be for an Airbnb because you know Miami has a lot of tourists come. At the moment it wasn't occupied, so that was our only option, because we couldn't live in the house. You cannot live in the house. You can't breathe in the house. There's no way you can breathe in the house. So we are still moving. That happened in November, and we are still currently in the process of moving. Basically, my whole room is moved. I just have to buy a couple of details and little things to do a whole room tour. The first thing I moved was actually the beauty room. So you see, that's the thing God does. He added everything in one room. Now in this house is much bigger. It has a pool. It's more amplio, more, how do you say, spacious. It has more rooms. So now instead of having one room, I have two. So my beauty room is separate from my bedroom, and they're right next to each other. It's perfect. The beauty room has a guest bathroom if I have a collab or someone that wants to film with me, and I have a bathroom inside of my bedroom. It's complete, and I have three closets. So it's crazy. Like, God really, thank you, Lord. Like, God knows what He does. Don't ever question Him. Everything that happens is for a reason, and things in the moment you may not understand, but there's always something that has to happen for something better to come about. I know now that that's something that we really had to go through, because the house was just eating us up. It was just, you could not move anymore. It was just, you couldn't breathe. The house it was too narrow. It was just time for a fresh start. So since we're in the same neighborhood as the old house, we didn't hire any U-Hauls or anything. It's just me and my dad helping each other. It's been already December, January, February. I think in April we might finish moving, but it's a lot of stuff, bitch, to be moving over here. When the fire happened, we were put under investigation. We were interviewed because the insurance needs to find out how the fire started and where did it come from, how did it start, if we started it, and depending, they will come up with a number to give you for the damages and to reconstruct the house because it needs new construction, reimburse you for the loss that you had. Usually insurance don't want to pay you really what you lost. Is usually not enough. The check doesn't come enough. So I don't want to talk too much legal stuff, but it's still being worked through, and I'm not looking back anymore. I'm looking forward. It's a new year. It's a fresh start. It's 2020 vibes, and I'm in such a better place right now. I'm 24. Everything has come together in such a beautiful way. I could not have pictured like a better way to come back. And now that everything is in order, things are finally falling into place. Thank the Lord Jesus. I'm graduating later this year. While I was gone, I didn't tell you guys, aside from school, my license, my job. After I got promoted, I started a new business. Really exciting when you start something new, like something on your own that you control and you envision and you have all of these ideas for. And it's really, really hard, but I don't want to show you guys yet until it is ready. You guys are gonna be the first ones to find out. I'm just excited for what the future holds, and I'm really, really hopeful and positive and just certain. If I was so focused and consistent when I was in 50 different places doing 50 different things, I'm not saying I don't have 50 different things to do, I'm just not doing all 50 at the same time. Instagram, my YouTube, TikTok's now a thing, bitch. Since I've been gone, things have changed on the internet, honey. I've been gone for 1 year and Jeffrey's broken up. Patrick has a boyfriend, Naked Tutorials is transgender, Nikita Dragon has a beauty line. Like, holy shit, bitch. I feel like I'm living in like a new friggin' life. Like, it's like crazy. 2020 is full of possibilities, and I'm back, baby. And I'm back for good. And if anything else happens to me, bitch, hopefully not. But sometimes life just decides to just f*** you up. I'm not gonna let it all go. But make sure you guys follow me at I am King Batty on everywhere. That's Snapchat, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram. Yes, bitch, I'm organized. It's so different now. I enjoy the people I work with. Before, it was going to those 2 different jobs, it was like, oh my god, like there's nothing like going to work and you do not get along with the people that you work with. And at work is like you're mostly at work than you are at home. You know what it is not to work with people you like. At the time I was doing YouTube, I wasn't getting along with the people. Thank God those people left, and now I enjoy working with the people I work with every day. And I'm just, my inner self is just very centered and at peace and clear 2020 vision, honey. I also just want to say, when I was younger, I used to always say, you know, I'm never gonna change, I'm a real ass bitch, I'ma always be me, I'ma always be the same me, rah 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 rah. And it's like, you know that you've grown when you don't even think like that anymore. Like, bitch, whoever tells you that they'll never change and that they're never gonna change and that is a liar, okay? There is no feasible way, there's no possible way that you can go through so many things, so many obstacles, so many chapters of your life and stay the same way. It does not work. It does not happen like that. Your mind changes. You start thinking in a different way. Your perspective changes. Your views change. Your opinions change. And that's called growth. It's not called being a fake bitch. It's just called, you know, bitch, you need to grow. And who does he think he is? Bitch is gonna be who does he think he is? Oh, 2020. Change is good because only growth can come from it. So no, I'm not the same. I'm better. It's a new day. I'm in a new place. And I'm living a new life. Oh, baddies, I hope this video wasn't too dark or too depressing for you. I think I'm gonna do a vision board for a video. Conclusion, stay away from negative people. Stay away from negativity. Stay away from people who don't believe in your vision, who don't get it, who do not support you in your dreams. Be clear on who you are and what you want and just focus on that. Don't concentrate on all the noise that goes on around you, because that a lot of the times happen to me. The best thing you can do is invest in yourself. Focus on your craft. Focus on your own life. Focus on your own ambition to get to your goals. Don't please your friends and don't please your family just because they're your family. I have to do what I want to do, even if nobody understands that, and I have to go after my passion, which is you guys. I have to listen to me and go after my dreams, and I'm done pleasing what everyone else has in their mind for me and my life when it's not theirs to live. I've done everything that I've needed to do. I've said everything that I've had to say. Now it's just about walking the walk. Now that I've said everything I had to say, bitch, subscribe to my channel. Welcome back to my channel. Like, comment, and subscribe, bitch. Click on the notification bell so you find out when I post next and what happens next, because you know with me it's always something. And you never know what story time I'm gonna tell and what I'm gonna do. I'll see you guys on the next video. And remember, baddies, we stay bad, so they stay mad. That was so fun. I almost didn't film tonight. I was so freaking tired. I'm gonna knock the hell out. I'm gonna be late to brunch.